What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Selkirk University, your home for product education, comparisons, tips, and really just all things Selkirk. Now in today's video, we're going to go over tungsten tape and why it is a superior alternative to lead tape when adding weight to the perimeter of your pickleball paddle. So let's get into it. The first reason, and maybe the most obvious reason, that tungsten tape is a much better alternative to lead tape is that it is non-toxic. If you've ever used lead tape before, you know that you have to be really careful when touching the lead tape and then touching your eyes or face, and have to wash your hands afterwards because it has a toxic element to it. But you don't have to worry about that when it comes to tungsten tape, as this is a non-toxic option. The next reason though that you should really consider switching over to tungsten tape is because of the ease of use. Now, tungsten tape by Selkirk comes in these 4 pre-cut strips at 0.1 ounces each, and it's super easy just to peel off a piece, and then if you want a little bit of it, you can tear it off very simply. Unlike lead tape, where I used to carry scissors around in my pickleball bag to have to cut the lead tape because it was hard to rip or hard to cut without scissors, and I even got stopped a couple times at TSA because I forgot the scissors were in my pickleball bag. So it's just much easier and more user-friendly to use the tungsten tape. But perhaps my favorite reason for using tungsten tape is because of the customization possibilities. Now, here's what I mean. If you had an edgeless paddle, meaning there's no edge guard like this Power Air here, you notice that I put tungsten tape around the entire perimeter of this paddle. Doing that might be recommended for any paddles without an edge guard, as it can add extra stability. But if you were to add lead tape to the entire perimeter of the paddle, that paddle's just going to be too heavy. So because these strips are only 0.1 ounces, it allows for a lot of customization. Furthermore, a paddle that I'm using right now does have an edge guard, the Project 008, and I have found a setup with the tungsten tape that I'm absolutely loving. One of my friends showed me this setup, and he's tried hundreds of different tape variations, and this has been one of his favorites, so I tried it out myself and really liked it. What you do is you actually find this bottom corner here. No need to come all the way to the handle like a lot of people do. I think, in my opinion, that is just kind of wasted space, though it can add some stability. But finding this corner here and the same corner there on the other side of the paddle, and then I don't know if you can see, but I actually have doubled up my tungsten. So I have 2 strips side by side and then strips on top of strips on each side, adding some extra weight. And then I have just a little bit of tungsten tape here at the top. Setting it up like this does really increase stability and adds a little bit extra a sweet spot kind of in that perimeter without affecting the swing weight too much. That's why there's not as much weight up here. And doing this, in my opinion, adding weight to kind of these balance points at the corner and then just a little bit up top has been one of my favorite setups yet. But really the opportunities are just endless with the ability to stack the tape on top of one another. And if you'd like a full breakdown, I have released 2 videos recently. One is on where to add weight to your paddle for different pros and cons and kind of understanding what certain locations of weight does in terms of performance. And the other video was on twist weight and swing weight. And this is very important for understanding where to add weight to your paddle, as adding weight higher up on your paddle can increase the swing weight, meaning it feels heavier in your hands, and adding it kind of in the middle can increase the sweet spot, and adding it down below can increase stability. But if you want a full breakdown of that, be sure to watch some of my other videos. I'll link those in the description below. But these are just 3 or 4 of the many reasons why I believe tungsten tape is the future of weighting pickleball paddles. So if you haven't already, go ahead and head over to selkirk.com, get yourself a 4-pack, maybe grab a couple 4-packs so you can customize it the way you want to. And you're really gonna like this product. It's one of our best selling products or accessories. And I totally see why, because I use this stuff all the time and it really enhances paddle play. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me on this episode. And if you have any questions or about tungsten tape or other products, leave those in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.